This is Mari Lane on the Buying Space channel. Today I'm reading the Song of Ascents of David. This Song of Ascent was written by David, and the Song of Ascents are the pilgrim songs that they sung on their journey to Jerusalem for the 3 festivals every year: Passover, the Festival of Tabernacles, and the Festival of Trumpets. So today we read Psalm 131. My heart is not proud, Lord. My eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me, but I have calmed and quieted myself. I am like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I am content. Israel, put your hope in the Lord, both now and forever. I don't know how many of you have breastfed, but when your child comes to your lap and you're breastfeeding, they want to eat. They will try to move your shirt around. If you're wearing your shirt and bra, they will try to get to that food. I saw a funny video the other day where a father was coming up and the baby was just taking its hand and playing with its mother's breast. And the father's like, "Are you playing with your food?" That was just so funny to me. But my experience was that never happened. When I was breastfeeding, my child was concentrating on that milk. And when I was fully clothed and my child was hungry, my child was trying to get to that milk. So this line about a calm and quieted self, a weaned child with its mother, being weaned is you're no longer feeding from the breast. The breastfeeding has stopped and they're on the bottle or they're using a spoon, depending upon what age they're weaned at. So when they sit in your lap after they're weaned, it's just about the relationship between you and that child. Of course, they may want you to feed them when they're in your lap, but they may want to just, have interaction and talk to you when they're in your lap, and having a loving time without the interference in the relationship. Of course, feeding your child is part of the relationship. Breastfeeding is part of the relationship. But it's just like, oh, it's free time. We don't have to do a task right now. But sometimes you still have to, get a bottle and feed your child or change your child's diaper or do those work type things for your child, which I never really thought about it as work, but you had to be on task with your child. But when your child's weaned and they're not hungry and they don't need their diaper changed, you can just have quality time with your child sitting in your lap and just being together and enjoying each other's company. And you should do that if you have young children, whether you're a father or mother or aunt or uncle or guardian, and you have a young child, an infant or a toddler. Spend as much time as you can interacting with that child beyond the tasks that need to be done. And you'll never regret it because it's a wonderful bonding time. And it goes by so fast. I was able to enjoy a lot of time with my child when they were young. I was so blessed to be able to do that. And I enjoyed every minute of it. And my child, when they were a toddler, I didn't recognize the signs. My child had a form of autism known as Asperger's syndrome. And they didn't engage with me like a normal child. I had to really work on engagement with them a lot of the time. And they would do things like if they saw something above my head on the counter, they would use me as stair steps because they didn't have empathy. It wasn't their fault, but it was just like, well, that's odd. That's really odd. So if you have a child that treats you like sometimes, and this is not my child's fault, it won't be your child's fault, but sometimes they treat you like a piece of furniture, you need to go and tell the doctor that my child doesn't seem to have empathy for me and doesn't makes eye contact with me, not as much as maybe they should, but they don't make eye contact with others. They don't react to others the way that children normally do. Even as young as 2 years, or even before that, if you notice these things, absolutely tell your doctor. And, you know, there should be calmness when they don't have all their needs have been met and they're in your lap. There should be calmness. It just like it says here in the Bible, a weaned child. So you all have a wonderful and blessed day, and pay attention to every little thing